Attention. Beats.
You hit me up just like you never left. Now it's 3 weeks late, but the time is still fresh. You asking me what's up like we just talked last night. Then you vanish real quick and I don't even get the type. 1 minute you're here, then the next you're off the map, leaving me on red, then you try to double back. You coming in hot, then you turn real cold. You just like a story that never gets told. You pop up just enough to mess with my head, sending me a hand 2 a.m. and then you're off to bed. Every time I think that you finally moved on, you back in my DMs acting like nothing's wrong. There's a ghost in my DMs, what am I gonna do? I try to move on, but something pulls me back to you. You a ghost in my DMs, you always disappear. Then you slide right back, the whole thing is so weird. Then you drop a heart emoji, then you take the black, and you're leaving me wondering if you'll ever text me back. You a ghost in my DMs, playing hide and seek. You say that we love each other, but we barely speak. Send a pic, no words, no clues, and turn around and that's brand new. No more questions, and you send replies. When you finally hit me up, it's a big surprise. I try to ignore, but it never holds. I find an excuse when that screen lights gold. I know your tricks, and I know your games, and I still fall back, and it's always the same. See your name pop, but your words never came. Feels too crowded, but the love ain't the same. The blue light shadows on a midnight screen. You a ghost in my DMs, and you live in my dreams. Voices with no face, vanish with no trace. Every line feels colder, now it's time to replace. There's a ghost in my DMs, what am I gonna do? I try to move on, but something pulls me back to you. You a ghost in my DMs, you always disappear. Then you slide right back, the whole thing is over. You drop a heart emoji, and then you take the black, leaving me wondering if you're ever gonna. Woke up to my phone screen colder than space. Yeah, scrolling through my dreams like they all got erased. Yeah, I'm dropping my brightest, my sleep, my best, but it sinks in the silence like I never get to.
Down the Felicia, I'm about that bite. Lurk in the shade, never love that light. Blink one time, lose half your sight. Blink 2 times and they say goodnight. Talk on the net, go ghost in the flesh. Cap online, then move on stress. Scroll through the names, put a line through the rest. 1 in the head and 2 in the chest. Grit in the snow with the mask and a hoodie. Eyes on the block, a drop on a rookie. Serious says the only thing you should've took me. Northside, yo, turn the king to a cookie. Walk a little slow, but the aim is steady. Hands eyes cold, but the heart stay ready. Street light flicker when the tension get heavy. Say you want smoke, but now it gets messy. Pressure less when you choose and watch and light. No slip buckle, the website tag. Drop your guard, that's all I stab. Everything I'm going, better stay aware. I'll punch your ticket and take your bear. Eyes on the prize, never blink on ops. Snow in the lane, but the wheels don't stop. You can play tough till the banger pop. Then 1 by 1 with your homies all drop. Hoodie got tight so the breath don't sting. Blend in the night like I'm part of the scene. Life too real, this is more than a dream. You either cut it in or you covering the team. Every short step got a long-term plan. Every little flex on target a man. Move off code, you get banged from the land. Get your ass clipped by a casual hand. Walk past hands and they ask no comment. Seen too much, can't trust, no promise. Gloves stay on when the day get honest. Do the world brave, can't move for the modest. No shit, no that skin on ice. Gamble your life, just roll the dice. Flash from glass from gas, think pressure less when you choose and watch and light. No slip buckle, the website tag. Drop your guard, that's all I stab. Everything I'm on, better stay aware. I'll punch your ticket and take your bear. Cold still breath in the midnight air. One wrong word, put the soul up there. Whole hood know that the game ain't fair. You either move smarter, you vanish it's clear. Boots on nice, everything 10 trails. They response step could be lying for jail. 1 bad link, make a whole plan fail. 1 loose slip, put the screw on scale. Eyes low key, but the radar strong. Pick vibes up when a handshake wrong. You can tell fair by the way they talk long. Real one fight, just stay head on. Old heads won, but the kids don't hear. Think them next, but they gone next year. Name on the wall, just candle and beer. And the song for the night, then they all disappear. No shit, no that skin on ice. Gamble your life, just roll the dice. Flash from glass from gas, think pressure less when you choose and watch and light. No slip.
Yo, what it does, YouTubes? What it does? Salute to you guys and welcome in. Hello, beautiful, awesome snow. I hope you are feeling awesome and nice and chilled out right now. Salute to anybody else that's here or that makes their way in. I know it's late for some, it's early for some. I had a doctor's appointment in the morning, so as usual, I can't sleep until after get all that done. But salute to everybody. Hello, Sections kid. I think that says Sections kid. Salute to you and welcome in. My bad. I know I'm like all up on the freaking camera, but it's because I can't see. If I get too far away, then I can't see. Yes, Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Hang on. I gotta fix my light. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay, so chilling, trying to sleep, right on. Yeah, I started to try, and then I was like, nah, I know I'm not gonna be able to. What's up, Ansu, that guy? Salute to you and welcome in. Do you know stray kids? Like in general, like I know some kids you could, or not kids, but some guys that you could consider stray kids. But if it's like a band or something, I've never heard of them. Thank you, Norman Butcher. I appreciate that. Salute to you and welcome in. I'm Blizzy Blind, guys. If y'all have not patronized my content ever before, hi, nice to meet you. I ain't for everybody. It might be somewhat of an acquired taste. But if you do happen to like the content, if you happen to like the conversations, if you can like, share, comment, all that good stuff, it really helps me out. Oh, K-pop. I don't know if I ever really listened to any K-pop. That's Korean pop, right? I mean, I know about them. I just don't think I've ever listened to them. Like, listen to anybody that would qualify as that. But okay. The topic. I want to talk about wealth. Now, one of the most interesting things that I find about wealth is the fact that people's desire, most like a layperson, an average person, their desire to one day be rich is so strong that they protect these systems that keep them from ever becoming rich. It's very interesting because, and I noticed this a long time ago. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I do smoke. I can't. That's like, it's the one habit that I can't get rid of. Like, I've tried many times, but I first noticed this with somebody that is extremely like close to me, to my family, and they're Republican, like a classic Republican, been a Republican forever. Which, of course, if you are aware of what's going on in the world, you already know that the left-right paradigm is just an outdated model. I mean, to say the least. But I always thought it was interesting because smoke them if you got them. See, Steve knows. No, but don't smoke them if you got them. If you can resist, then resist. But I can't, especially when I first start the stream. Cuckable Christmas? What does that mean? What? Cuckable Christmas. Tight. I don't know if she meant to say that. But yeah, if you this guy, I don't want to say who he is because It's not important. But the whole time that I've known him, he cries about the rich people's taxes. Like, cries, will want to fight. If anybody was at Wrestlers earlier, y'all saw Uncle Tom spaz all the way out on me. Like, full on spazzed all the way out on me because I have the belief systems that I do. Snow says she's rich. Well, you are one of the lucky few, Snow, because at least, I mean, that's the thing, though, too, is that online, the people that I interact with online are probably a lot more better off than the people that I know in real life. And not to say that you guys aren't just as important, but I think more about the people that I'm around physically when I think about government or when I think about anything that's going. And none of these conversations can change anything. So it's not like as if me having these opinions matter, but I'm just sharing them just because I don't really got nothing better to do. But I don't expect or desire any kind of change to come from them other than maybe enlightening somebody or getting somebody to think of something from a different angle and then that having a ripple effect. But as far as like direct effect, I'm not delusional, but it's so crazy to me. It's so interesting to me how it's kind of like the way that propaganda has turned social media users into pushers of propaganda because they've convinced us to attach ourselves to these propagandist ideas or ideals or ideas or whatnot. And we've attached ourselves to them so thoroughly that we will go out and put our physical well-being on the line. We'll fight. Well, I mean, at least that's according to the news and stuff and what these groups of people do. But the most interesting thing is that we're pretty much given our opinion. Like we're pretty much at least once when you sign up for like just it's all the little social groups. Like Wrestler said it best the other day, man. He said that we segregate ourselves. And it's so true because we cordon ourselves off into these tiny groups and like they're all trivial. None of them have any meaning at all in the big picture, but like we call ourselves Republicans, we call ourselves Democrats, call ourselves this, we call ourselves that, the LGBT, the Black Lives Matter, the this and that. And each one of these groups is expected to follow the belief systems that the group leader puts forth. So if I'm a Democrat leader, if I'm a leader of the Democratic Party or the Democrat Party, and I say I hate bacon, and you're like, you know what, man, I hate bacon too. Let me align myself with this person. So you register yourself as a Democrat. Now, when I go to create a law, and I'm like, you know what, I don't just hate bacon, I hate eggs too. Now, you're expected to hate eggs also. And even if you don't hate eggs, the most interesting thing is that we're told to be. I'm not a socialist. I don't know. Maybe that's what it ends up being in the law, in the big picture. But what do you call it? I don't consider myself a socialist. I don't consider myself any of that shit. I just consider myself try and find the smartest route. Hello though, Goolsby. Salute to you and salute to you, Aqua. Eggs are yummy indeed. And that's the thing though, is that when one of the leaders of these groups says, you know what, I don't like eggs, you are expected to fall in line with that mentality. Just the same way, how much, man, you know what? I'm convinced now. I'm convinced that the presidents that they select are given 2 terms, and they're allowed to do decent for the first term and a half. But the second half of the second term, they just fucking wreck the ship, because Trump literally is turning into just like Obama. And Obama's turning into just like Clinton. And I don't know anybody before that because I haven't been around, but I know that they were looked like shining stars for their first term and the first half of their second term, and then the back half of the second term, all of them just like fuck America, like just crash us into the fucking ground. And it's like, dang, bro, like for Trump to say, if you're a Republican, what's up? Salute, Dime Drawer. Welcome in. That's quite a talent. But that is quite a talent. But what do you call it? For Trump to say, if you're a Republican, like this is what I mean by like falling in line with party politics, or falling in line with whatever group that they tell you is they say, or Trump said, if you're a Republican, then you're if you're talking about the Epstein shit, then you're not a Republican. So all the people that wanted to stay aligned with Trump and didn't want to go against him publicly stopped talking about the Epstein files, which is fucking insane, especially considering that Trump ran on. I mean, we should have known better. We should have known better, real talk, because it was clear that Trump was already like, and then it looks like as if he's gonna end up pardoning that chick, dude. It's crazy, man. Like the world is going to hell, and we're not doing anything about it. They're cattle. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I agree with that. And then, for those of y'all that were here with us last night, we were watching Killshot go over the defense strategy, I think. Bro, I know if you're retarded. That's your opinion. I mean, I could see why you would say that, but Killshot was going over whatever it was, the defense strategy or whatever. Well, dude, it turns out that Europe in that thing, I don't know if Killshot got to it. I don't think he did, because I don't remember him talking about it. But I saw it like as soon as I opened the news when I got up. Good on you for venturing out of what you are used to. I'm sure you do help people in your inner circles. Bless you. Right on. Thank you, Snow. Salute to you, man. I appreciate that. But what do you call it? Europe in that whatever strategy, they were like, the biggest threat to shit is the way that Europe is not like falling in line with democracy or whatever. And this was outlined in the defense strategy, or in that strategy book or whatever. I can't remember what the fuck it was called. The something strategy. But what do you call it? Europe got pissed off about it. And they're like, dude, let me see if I can find some news that covered it. Europe's response to the national defense strategy. Let's see. NPR. EU leaders react
with alarm to Trump administration's new national security statement. Analysts say the latest release of the U.S. national security strategy reveals big differences in how the U.S. and European Union view the Russia-Ukraine war. No, this isn't it. I can't remember. I can't remember what the source was. But they said that the United States is trying to basically police how Europe is handling their free speech issues and shit like that. And even Germany and Europe had to say, like, dude, that's not the US's place. Like, y'all have to fucking fall in line. Like, y'all can't just, like, you can't make a part of your defense strategy to coerce an allied country. And it's crazy because Europe seems to be a lot more like business than what we give it credit for. Like, we kind of just think that we can do anything anywhere in the world. I'd say the person that can't spell retarded. Yeah, yeah, that's true. But so, okay, so I say all of that to say this is we don't even realize what is best for ourselves versus what we're doing to push forward the status quo. And no matter what anybody says, man, no matter what anybody says, all this shit about Venezuela, all this shit about this country and this country failed socialism, and they always want to throw out these stupid ass words and labels at you. So you're a socialist, you're a communist, you're fucking this, you're that, and those words don't even mean nothing. Like, but like, if you were to ask yourself, common sense though, is it fair for certain people to get this huge? Because the thing is that, like, rich people make more money too. Like, the more money you have, the more money you make, and it's mostly made off of credit, which is the fucked up part, because everybody doesn't get the gift of credit like right off the bat because of circumstance. I'm not saying that that's not their own fault, but they're in a lot harder circumstances than the people that don't have to ruin their credit right out of high school. But my point being that all of these freaking, what would you call them, benefits that rich people get, the poor people don't have those benefits. And it's like, like, it's backwards, bro. And it's backwards. And we're held on with the hope that one day we'll be one of those millionaires. So we should not tax them, because if we wanted to, we could go out and become a millionaire right now. But that's just not true. And it's not realistic. But I just find it interesting how people will always try to say that, like, that dude Uncle Tom blew my mind, man, how much he was like screaming and crying when he's not even a part of the class that he's trying to protect. Like, why are so many people so interested in keeping the ultra wealthy? And we're not just talking about rich. We're talking about the ultra wealthy, the people that have trillions of dollars, which is hundreds of billions. And a billion is 100 or 100,000 million. Like, we're talking about so much money that it's insane. Like, it's just, and the people that keep these people able to make these amounts of money are the idiots that want to say, oh, communist, socialist, we should be able to make as much money. Dude, you're not competing on that level, though. Like, you don't even realize that you're suffering because those people make that amount of money, and because they've choked off the supply of resources to the rest of society. Like, we're not a prosperous country anymore. We're a hopeful country. We're a delusional country. We're a fucking overstimulated country, but we're not doing good, man. We're not prosperous. Like, people don't prosper. People don't even, the American dream. Like, I've read so many articles that just flat out say the American dream is dead. And it's like, if that's true, I don't know. I'm not saying that it is, but if that is true, it's like, it's sad. And I know that people are like, oh, the American dream is just as real as it ever was. But I mean, I don't know if that's true. Now, what state are you in? I'm in Texas. I'm in Texas. And I'm not saying that I mean, I'm not gonna like walk back any of that, because I think the wealth should be redistributed. I think that you're in Texas too, and I'm more conservative than I am a Democrat for sure. You need to lay off the drugs. Why? Why do I need to lay off the drugs? Patrick Thomas? Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that, man. Texas is a good state. Texas is a great state. And I'm not saying any of this, I'm not complaining. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining about my life or anything, but I'm simply just talking about like society in the big picture. Like, I also feel, I don't know if you guys are aware, but like AI, everything is like kind of taking over like all of the menial jobs, all the secretary jobs, all of like the dispatching jobs. Because you're gonna die if you don't stop. Well, I hate to break it to you, bro, but you're gonna die either way, no matter what. But I mean, I understand your point. But yeah, I forgot what I was talking about. Texas is gay. Cringe. What are you cringing about? Are you res? What does that mean? What is res? Can you tell me? I might be. That's because you're high. Yeah. Yeah, what reservation? Am I reservation? No, I don't think so. But salute to y'all guys. Welcome in. It's always cool to see new people. Texas is the best. Yeah. Oh man. I completely like that point of view. Texas is the best state and the only state that's relevant and really matters. I mean, I like that point of view. I love Texas, and I think it's a great state, but like I was saying, AI is being implemented everywhere, and I just saw, yeah, the Cowboys do suck. Tony Romo, bro, I'll never forget when Tony Romo dropped that field goal hold in the NFC Championship. Bro, I laughed so hard, dog. That was like one of the funnest days of my life. But I digress about that. Shit, what was I talking about? I don't know. It'll come to me eventually. Shit, I don't know. I don't remember what I was talking about. The vape. Y'all said give me a vape. That's what I'm smoking. I mean, I smoke cigarettes, but that's what the weed I was smoking is a vape, and it always makes my freaking chest feel heavy than a bee. Yeah, the Texans are doing all right. Oh, AI. In Las Vegas, they had a guy get arrested for trespassing because the AI facial recognition excuse me, the AI facial recognition software marked him as a 100% match, and it wasn't even the same dude. Filthy Smellodelphia, Smeagol's, been there. Year, Cunty City sucks. Yeah, right. I don't even know what that means. Filthy Smellodelphia, Smeagol's. Oh, the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah. You needed to continue vape to get out the cigs. Help me 2 years. Oh, dang. Congrats. 2 years off. Yeah, I definitely do need to quit smoking cigarettes. That's for sure. I don't think that's. Are you you're an Eagles fan, Dread? Bro, I wish that Michael Vick. Oh, the AI thing. The AI. They identified this guy, bro. He was shooting craps, and they came and got him, like the security, and they're like, "Hey, you're trespassed," and the dude's like, "Nah, man, I've never been trespassed." Well, the cops, dude, and it's crazy because like the cop is literally talking it out and talking it out loud, and he's like, what was he saying? Oh, he's like, the AI identified him as 100% match, so he must have a hookup at the DMV that gave him 2 separate licenses that are like legit licenses with his picture on it. And it's like, bro, that's not the most logical conclusion. That's not the most. Salute Angel, welcome in. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if you're singing a song or what, but salute. But so this AI identified this guy, wrongfully identified this guy, bro. And the cop that goes to pick him up is looking at his ID, and he is looking at the other person's, a copy of the other person's ID from when he got trespassed, and they're both valid Nevada state IDs. And he's like, yeah, he must have like and it's like, it's crazy because he trusts the AI so much that he's not leaving any room for the AI to be wrong. And he's saying like, wherever the mistake is, it has to be in the fact of the guy being the person. You know what I mean? I don't know, but I think Angel's on Adderalls or something, cause You're Fine Philly is ass, but the people make it. What do you call it? Michael Vick, bro. Going back to Philly, I wanted Michael Vick to shine with the Eagles so bad, bro. But I hate, man. I wish he had never went to prison because he would have been up for a Super Bowl, at least one. Michael Vick was a man, bro. That was getting good. Continue. Continue what? I already finished what I was saying. I like your energy, Angel. Salute. Salute and welcome in. I definitely like your spunk, my guy. Oh, I don't know if you're a guy or a girl. Are you a girl? If you're a girl, it's even funnier. Your next step is spiritually, bro. What do you mean by that? What does that mean? Is spirituality? What does that mean? I'm a dude, bro, guy. You reach the max surface level of life. Huh. Very interesting thing to say. And do you have any kind of direction for me to move spiritually? That's why the addiction is strong. Your empath time to find your soul. How do I do that? Drink plenty of water. I'm like I'm honored to be reading what y'all are saying. Real talk. And I know y'all are probably trolling me. I think that's fairly obvious, but I still am very extremely intrigued by what you guys are saying. But I'm a Scorpio. What is that? Tell me about that. Make hamburgers for your fellow man. Start there. You're deep and intuitive. Thank you. Well, you want to know something? And host a TED Talk to your relatives. That's why you feel everything. I mean, deep stuff here, elite ball knowledge. Stick with me and you'll be okay. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, dude, about what y'all just said is I have a nightly routine, and what I'm going to whether y'all are trolling me or not, I'm going to take this and I am smoking, so if I trail off into not making sense, I apologize, but I'm going to take what y'all are saying in the most meaningful way that I can. And what's interesting about what y'all are saying is I have a nightly routine, and in my nightly routine, like the night before last, I said just what you were talking about. I said I asked myself about like the spiritual journey and all that, and it's crazy because I had probably the most horrific nightmare that I ever had in my whole life, and the nightmare was about dying too soon. And like I could, but I was, it was, what is it called? What is it called? When you sleep paralysis, because I wasn't like it was. I was literally in my own bed with demons all around and stuff, and somebody was right outside of my door, and they all I heard them say is, "Are you ready to die?" And they're about to come into my door. And I finally woke up. And when I did, man, it's crazy because for the last 2 days, I have felt completely different. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. But yeah. Hey, and I keep it a buck, yo. I keep it real over here, as real as I can, as real as I can without giving y'all too much information. What do you call it? Scorpio is about death and rebirth, not literally, but your old self to me self. That dream is your ancestors. Oh, snap. You know what's crazy, bro? That is so wild that you said that, because in the dream, all of the people, like literally all my brother, multiple brothers, my dad, my sister, my cousins were in the dream and like trying to wake me up. It's crazy. Wow. Very interesting, Dread. But what does that even mean? Like, what does that mean? What could that mean? Where could I start to accomplish that? The 27th? You know what? A friend was gonna, a person that reads cards was gonna give me a reading. 2 + 7 = 9. Nine is the number of completion. Is the Matrix a real thing? Do you think? Like when you say that, or when somebody says that, what are they even talking about? Just starting there will help. Yes, Scorpio and your day number. Hey, can you ask Clumsy about giving me a reading? I'm live right now. ? Okay, so then I'll start there. The real word is you present the matrix as a simulation. Real world is you present the matrix as a simulation. Am I, and I'm just asking this in general, anybody that might have opinion about this, but am I even capable of having an original thought? Emotions, distractions, pain. Right on. Thank you, Rug. Salute, bro. I don't know if I said what's up to you, but welcome in, man. Pain, distraction, emotions, distractions. I mean, but how can you say that when emotions are like what makes us humans? Are they not? That's the matrix. Oh, so you're saying like that would be the matrix that I would be inside of, would be the matrix of being held back by emotions and distractions and things of that nature. Resistance. But it's like, to what? This is the thing, is it's like, to what end? To what end does anything that we do moral, like, this is, you want to know the concept that has led me the furthest away from being a good person is the fact that there doesn't even seem to be a reason to be a good person in the end. Like, I get it that I feel inclined to try to be a good person. I maybe don't succeed, but excuse me, when you look at the world as it is, especially considering we don't know what comes next, we don't know what's in the afterlife. We don't really know if there is anything in the afterlife, but we know that in this world, good people get cut down young, they get snuffed out, and the people that have selfish, evil motivations tend to be the people that have all the control and success and longevity and influence and power and stuff like that. Scorpio and low vibration is pain and suffering. Raised vibration, you see it different. Some power gives. Oh, wow. I definitely am guilty of putting myself through pain and suffering. It's how you look at it. Very interesting stuff, Dread. Your thoughts create your reality. Matrix. I wish I was smarter. Like, if I was smarter, I would be able to catch on to a lot of these concepts a lot quicker. Oh, hey, Jen. Salute to you and welcome in. It usually takes me like 3 or 4 times failing at something before I like, well, at least when it comes to bettering myself, like, things in life mostly come naturally, like physical stuff, but anytime that it comes to like doing something to better myself, I have to like like banging my head up against the wall a few times. But I eventually get it because I do hope to be a better person one day. But who knows? Or pen and paper. Get a calculator or pen and paper. Right now? Are you going to give me some numbers or something? I got my phone. I think that is a calculator. Keep this to yourself. Okay. What am I keeping to myself? Oh, I can do that. You want me to do it out loud? It'd be 1 plus 0, and then 0 plus 2. 1 plus 0, which is 1. Then 1 plus 2, which is 3. Then 3 plus 7, which is 10. Then 10 plus 1, which is 11. Okay, what do you mean? Oh, okay. 1 plus 0 plus 1, 1 plus 0 plus 2 plus 7. 1 plus 10, 14, 34. It equals 34. Do I add those together too? Hello, Michael Burgess. Salute to you and welcome in. Yeah. I already checked that. Yeah, I'm a Life Path 7. Yeah, I've checked that before. What does that mean? Let's listen to what that means. I'm interested in that kind of stuff. 7 is a number of intelligence. Sounds like me. Nah, I'm playing. Life Path 7. Let's check it out.
Waiting for this one. This is
that little motor looks so tight.
A fully functional 1 to 6 scale V8 engine. The moment you open it, you can feel the precision. every single
Life path number
intellect, etc. Earlier you said, I wish I was smarter. That's an example of resistance. Resistance to what though? Is it like resistance versus acceptance?
7 is a spiritual person, a person who carries diligence and calmness within themselves. Filled with satisfaction, they observe life and try to discover its invisible laws. In them, a distinct, clear intuition is combined with an analytical mind. People with the life path number 7 experience a deep dichotomy between their tendency to handle their feelings with rationality and analytical thinking and their distinct, sensitive perception on the other side. They are intellectual and profound. At first, they seem rather introverted and almost aristocratic. Sometimes shy and reserved, they are also understanding and sometimes perfectionist. They need a lot of time and space for self-reflection and self-knowledge. In the course of their life path, the 7s learn to have a deep
That's wild, man. Like, I feel like that is, I mean, but is it like vague and like, is this a real thing? Or is this like kind of like how some horoscopes can just be like patting you on the back or like telling you cool things to boost your ego? You're naturally smart, or that could be your power, etc. But your mind will take that away in low vibration, causing problems and also blocking your manifestation. Oh, wow. Is guilt a part of that? Like, if you don't know yet, that's the path. Like, does guilt play a role in that resistance? Because I feel like if anything, like, I definitely get down on myself for things that I've done that I feel guilty about.
intimate dialogue with themselves. Furthermore, they possess a very pronounced sensitivity and are mostly focused on their inner processes. Their emotional life and self-reflection play an important role for them. They demand presence and attention from their fellow human beings, but they also give much love and support themselves. Furthermore, they prove to be
It doesn't motivate you to know more or learn because you think you're supposed to know it now. Right on, Rug, salute. But the point of the journey is every step takes you further. Man, this is good stuff, Dread.
valuable companions due to their inner innate wisdom. Both the attention and understanding of this personality and their diligence and erudition may often appear as signs of pedantry and lack of humor. Their satisfaction could also be interpreted as complacency. Often the combination of an analytical mind, intuitive abilities, and calm demeanor leads 7s to be passive observers rather than active participants. Or they may practice exaggerated seclusion rather than engage in an obliging friendliness. However, these thinkers must not become dreamers, for their extraordinary intellect and their pronounced idealism are dependent on the kindness of others. In any case, their thoughtful reflections should be followed by action. 7s are very reflective and need a lot of time for themselves and the observations of life.
Example, 10 days from now, you could have a breakthrough, but if your mindset keeps you low, you'll never see it.
Sometimes they often deal with the meaning of their existence. They are attracted to topics such as spirituality, religion, and metaphysics. Theory and practice are of equal interest to them. As they sometimes take a step back and observe life from the inside, they sometimes give the impression to the outside world of being distant and cool. If the 7 personality often feels disadvantaged and not understood, and feels that other people disappoint them and lead a superficial life, they tend to withdraw and reject others and the world itself. Through this dark side, they become bossy and know-it-alls. Sometimes this person even tends to resignation and passivity. Often these people develop an
Scorpio, life path 7 and day number 9. Hey, thank you, Dread, for putting me onto all this, man. I find this very interesting, and I'm always looking for a opportunity and path toward trying to do something better. So I'm grateful for that. Literally research that, and you'll get closer and closer to learning and understanding you. Right on. So, and on that note, guys, it's been 1 hour, and I feel like I might be able to get a little nap in before I have to go to the doctor. Dread, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm going to be listening to this stuff as I go to sleep for sure. And we'll finish listening to this one.
Extreme demarcation behavior, which makes them appear very arrogant. They are very perfectionist and can hardly be satisfied with mediocrity. For this reason, they are very critical and sometimes condescending towards other people. If this dark side...
Yes, thank you for the sub. Thank you. Any of you guys else that have stopped by, anybody that like and sub, thank you guys too. Salute to y'all.
Is pronounced, the 7 is choosy in their relationships. However, once friends are made, they can rely on them completely. For these people, the 7 will always be there. The 7 has the ability to perceive and feel feelings and emotions intensively. However, they rarely show this inner passion on the outside, but they can open up well when meeting people who are patient and want to get to know them. They need a lot of time for themselves. Their spiritual task is to experience a constructive loneliness. Therefore, they need an environment of great silence in order to be balanced.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. It said my path is to experience a constructive loneliness, which is crazy because like I've been in many long-term relationships, but pretty much just been a loner like my whole life, like I much rather be alone.
Themselves be guided by life, but they cannot easily let go of things, people and situations that accompany them on this path. In interpersonal relationships, the 7s are cautious. In the beginning, they often need some time and remain in the role of observer for the time being. They first let the others act and wait for them to approach them. They are open to deep relationships, but try to avoid superficial connections. The number 7 life path is very sensitive. It is easy to hurt these people by a wrong look or a thoughtless word, but they do not let it show. Rarely do these people find the courage to openly explain what they really feel. 7 personalities often have difficulties to be free and spontaneous. Their level-headed nature and observant behavior make them seem unapproachable. They are also characterized by a deep need for freedom. They open up to a potential partner when they have the feeling that they are empathically captured by him or her. Therefore, the 7 is cautious and doubtful when they enter into a relationship. These people rarely open up to the other person, and usually only when they feel they can trust them. On the one hand, the life path number 7 in a partnership appears to be very wait and see and even suspicious. On the other hand, they long to find a trusted partner or companion who is closely connected to them. The central theme of the life path number 7 is the letting go of old and limiting beliefs and behavioral patterns of parents and other ancestors. The 7 understands that the events and experiences in their life, even if they are unpleasant and painful, have a deeper meaning for their spiritual development. They understand that everyone is allowed to develop at their own pace and must be patient in this regard. The life path number 7 does not really feel part of the family system. Often they feel they are on the edge of the system. Although they can accept their role and their place, a basic feeling of alienation always remains in them. 7s sometimes suffer from perfectionism, a trait they can view with self-irony and serenity. Very often they seek the absolute truth and develop a certain rigidity along the way. They become very top-heavy and act cut off from their own feelings. They are looking for that ideal that gives them the feeling that everything they do is right. In a certain way, these people strive for a universal truth
That is so true, yo.
that allows them to see the deep meaning of life. Cut off from their own feelings. They are looking for that ideal that gives them the feeling that everything they do is right.
And it's like, why? 7 is intelligence. You're a empath, so you literally attract negativity. Gotta protect that. Don't let them kill you.
Certain way, these people strive for a universal truth that allows them to see the deep meaning of life. This is why these personalities sometimes feel lonely and isolated, especially in phases of life when they are emotionally overwhelmed. They then find it difficult to make contact with their fellow human beings. If they remain trapped in the search for the absolute truth, they become victims of their perfectionism and their critical attitude towards their surroundings. Life path number 7s should learn to deal with loneliness and see it as a positive resource, to find their own spirituality and to live in a down-to-earth way, to let go of their idealistic ideas about other people and about life itself in order to participate in adult life, to find courage in relationships, to open up despite the fear of being hurt, and to harmoniously combine gut feeling and intellect. Famous people to life path number 7 include Dr. Phil, Julia Roberts, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, I could be just like
Marilyn
Dr.
Monroe.
Phil. I could be just like Dr. Phil, guys. Okay, let's try day number 9. The ancient secrets of number 9. See what this is about.
Guys, I don't know what kind of magic this is, but these glasses are going to adapt to your vision for near and farsighted. So I wear multifocal contact lens. I have the progressive lens glasses.
The number 9 holds the spiritual significance of rebirth and reincarnation, and it indicates the end of a phase and tells us a new beginning is ahead. Our solar system, which has been functioning for 4.5 billion years.
Dang, did you hear that? Listen to that right out the gate.
The number 9 holds the spiritual significance of rebirth and reincarnation, and it indicates the end of a phase and tells us a new beginning is ahead. Our solar system, which has been functioning for 4.5 billion years, perfectly revolves around the Sun and the 9 planets around it. Multiplying 9 by any whole number except 0 and repeatedly adding the digits of the answer until it's just one digit, you'll end up with the number 9. But why is 9 such a significant number?
If imaginary numbers are at the heart of quantum mechanics, then presumably they are an inherent part of the universe. Or are they merely a mathematical construct? In other words, were imaginary numbers discovered or invented?
Oh, well, that's the key question. One of the key questions in the philosophy of mathematics. Mathematicians don't like to admit it, but if you look back at the history of mathematics, a lot of important mathematics was developed because it seemed to be a pattern or a game that nature or God also plays, not just a game that one mathematician invented one Sunday afternoon when he had nothing to do.
Everything that represents a complete circle brings us over and over to the number 9.
Oh man, you should definitely start a channel, Dread, and I would help you out in any way that I could. Shoot, you definitely got some knowledge that people could benefit from. Okay, let's go back to looking at Life Path 7.
What's poppin', YouTube, and welcome to my channel, Astro Finesse. It's your boy Lil Finesse Jiggy Hippie, back with another video for y'all. In this video right here, I'm talking about if you have a life path number 7, and I'll pause for the cause. If you just heard about astrology, if you just heard about numerology or astrology, if you don't understand how vitally, drastically, urgently important it is to study yourself through numerology, through astrology. If you don't know what your life path number is, don't know how to find it, I have a link in the description when it comes to numerology, a numerology 101 video. I'll teach you how to look at your life path number. I'll give you like a brief introduction about what numerology is and how it can affect and help your life and your journey to bettering yourself, to self-knowledge and self-love. So if you did your math and you realize your life path number is 7, first of all, I fuck with you on an even deeper level because we're the same life path number. I could resonate with you really, really much because I understand you. A lot of us, when I say us, I'm going to say us in this video, a lot of us, number 7 people, feel like nobody understands us. Understand that I understand you.
All right, guys, I'm going to call it
vibrations, same life.
Dread. Again, thank you, everybody that showed up. Thank you, guys. Salute. I love you guys. I like ChatGPT because you can ask shit directly, like what does it mean to be life path 7? Day number 9. Okay, right on. Hey, I got ChatGPT and Gemini and Perplexity. What do you call it? I'll ask all of them. But I'm out of here, guys. Remember, there's your side, there's her side, and there's the blind side. Blind side news. Y'all be good. I'm out. Peace. Good night, guys.